and welcome along. Today we are taking a first look at the abandoned forest. This is a map by flatlander84 and is part of the FSUK Modding Mania 2018 competition. This one interested me out of the 5 or so maps that are available in it because as you guys know, I'm a big fan of forestry in Farm Sim. I like to explore forestry maps that come out. And this seems to be mainly forestry. If we have a look at the map itself, it's quite interesting in its layout. There is a lot of forestry to it. Big amount of forestry to it. Lots of space that doesn't seem to be part of it. So I'm really eager to explore this and see what's available in it. So yeah, we're gonna get cracking into it, and to do that we have the landy as always. So yeah, this is quite interesting looking. Not a lot of detail to it at the moment, but that's sort of just my first impression. It might be partly because it is so mountainous. Normally in Farm Sim, of course, you can see a lot further. So let's jump in to the landy. And off we go. So we want to cross the main highway here. We can't go anywhere other than that. So I'm trying to tell what... So this is an American map by the looks of things. An American forestry map. I do like the highway. That's pretty cool. It's very atmospheric. Yeah, we are definitely driving the landy in America here. Or at the very least, somewhere that isn't the UK. But then that's not overly surprising considering what it is. I do like the way this controls it. So you do go through these canyons and it's very limited how far you can go off track here. That's quite cool. We are going to have to try and go off track though, I think. Just going to sort of take a sudden left here. See if you can. So you can actually do it. I can actually get across it. But then I don't think I can get up the mountainside. Although I'm wondering actually whether this is all modelled and all set. Wow. One of the things I like about the land is it can get up almost anywhere. But I don't think we can get up there. So that's quite cool. So this grey area is not map that is... It's not map that isn't there or is cordoned off or hasn't been modelled or anywhere. It's just map that is not workable. I like that. I like that a lot. It's a great way of taking a map that is you have a limited area for and adding, or yeah, it's basically a small map with a lot of area that's unworkable. And I like the use of the 2x setup for that. So down here is our first portico. Yeah. So this seems to be the main sail area. Now, interestingly, for a mainly forestry map, you do have fields and you do have animals on it. That's a little bit sharp there. Yeah, there's no ramp up the side of that. It's a very sudden up there. Potatoes and sugar beet wood. So this is your entire sale area. Animal market. Over here is your vehicle purchase and sales. I like that sim tractor kit. That's pretty cool. What do we got here? Oh, let's get the map back up. That's another sale point by the looks of it. And then we've got 2 more sale points. Is that down here? Is this a sale point down here as well? I think. Quite possibly. Yeah, because it comes... Ah, okay. The train tracks come around there. I don't think the trains are drivable on this map. By the looks of things. It'd be interesting if they were. There's a lot of detail in the train tracks on this map. It would be quite cool if it had drivable trains. Right, so another sell point. Has a sell point down? You know what? I'm trying to tell if there is actually a train track sell point. No. No. It is just wood and, yeah, wood chips. So you can't use the train down here, I don't think. There's no train on the head of those carriages. So no. That's a pity. I think there's a slightly missed opportunity here with that. With all of this train, it would have been great if you could have ridden the train down from the mountain to here for sale. But all good. Otherwise, so that's pretty cool. So all of your sell points seem to be in the same area. I don't believe there are any more. No, you've got a home base and everything up in the mountain. So let's head up there and see what we've got up that way. I do like that this map is scenic in its simplicity. I think is my best description for it. You can't see very far at any given point, but there is plenty to see in that. I am intrigued as to see. Okay. So what's going on here? Is that just the same way to get to the same place? Or is there actually some sort of flyover for the road there? Because that's a flyover for the railway. This comes round here. Yeah, it is. So this road takes us up into the mountains. There doesn't seem to be anything down that way, so I'm not. I will say, go explore that yourself, guys. I don't think that there's anything that way for us to look at. Let's continue heading up into the mountain. And wow, oh wow, it's very overgrown here. Yeah, very, very overgrown. I love the way that bridge just sort of appears. Oh, that's gorgeous. I like that very much. There is an issue with this bridge, though. Oh, wow. I'm almost falling through it in the landing. That's not good. That's really not good. I kind of understand what they've gone for here, but yeah. That's too much. To get stopped dead like that? That's an issue. Train coming through. Liking the sound of that. Railroad Nature Trail. Wow, so we can go... Yeah, we'll go this way. That water is beautiful. What's that down there? So this is recommended minimum ice. Oh wow, so this freezes. Ah, does this freeze? Because I know this map is seasons compatible. This seems to be where you can pick up water from the looks of things, which makes sense. I wonder if this freezes when when the winter comes. That would be pretty cool. That really would. That train is still going over that bridge. Wow. That is a really, really long train. Yeah, this is all kinds of beautiful, this lake. I take back what I said right at the start of this video. This is a beautiful looking map. It really is. Oh, and a fjord down here. Or a ford down there, sorry. Fjord is something completely different, I think. I like the overgrownness of the road. It's a nice touch, that. I think my biggest problem so far has been that bridge that we first crossed to get up here. It's, yeah, the way the wooden planks on that work. Ah, that's a nice road. I feel like I'm off-road now, and yeah, that's pretty nice. Quite why you would have animals up on a dirt road like this. And there's no real main road from the looks of it. If we look at the map. Yeah, this is the only route in. So there really isn't any kind of main road up into here. It's all this off-road track. So you're looking at using... Yeah, I suppose you're looking at using tractors and things to get up here. This is a very, very different map. I quite like that. I really do. Right, we want to pop in here because we have sheep, of course. Yeah, this is the sheep area. Wow. Very open sheep area, this. Ah, that's because they're over here. So there we go. So there's where you feed them and where you give them water. Yeah, pretty cool. No markings for where you drop them off. I'm guessing that's what this is. If we bring up the mesh. Yeah, you can see how the unloading box there is what that is. Very high off the ground. I don't know if that's a mistake or not. Oh, that might be just for opening the gates. Yeah, that's just for opening the gates. Don't know where your unload point is then. Interestingly enough. It's not marked. Oh, hang on. There is an easy way to test though. Yeah, it's not here. That's intriguing. Where do you unload your sheep then? There's a gate over here. Ah, there it is. There's where you unload your sheep. Cool. This is really quite a different map. Even for what I would call a forestry map. This is quite a different map. This is... in fact, at this point, I'm not going to call it a forestry map because we do have fields. And we have a lot of forestry on it. But there is certainly a lot of farming to be done on it as well. I love it. I love how different this is. I think if you're really after a challenge from Farm Sim, this would seem to be a great map to do that with. It really does. Yeah, lots of forestry to the side there, but you can't get at it, which is an interesting thing. Lots of trees you can't actually get at. Right, another bridge over here. Again, this is an issue, these. Because it is a case of... Oh no, this one is better. This one hasn't stopped me dead, so I think the problem is just with that first one. Needs a bit of work. Wow. The roads here absolutely, completely and utterly are not roads. If I wasn't looking at the map, I would have no idea where a lot of them are. Which is a very interesting way to go. Right, so I've got two choices here. Let's have a look at the map. Which way is the best? either way actually takes us round in a loop. So I think we'll head up and look at the fields, and then we'll head over to the main yard. I think is the way to go here. And of course I do need, because basically the roads are non-existent. I mean, that's massively non-existent. We have a field over here. Okay, right. So this explains it. This is the type of map. I love this. I know a couple of other people who will love this. This is a field. And it's completely undefined. That is really quite cool. So this is not... Yeah, I take it back. This is an animal and forestry map. Wow, that's really quite wicked. There are a few people I know who love the idea of having to clear your own fields before you can work them. Spectacle Island is like that, and this is one of those maps. You have to clean. I would almost suggest getting a roller and defining the roads on this, because it absolutely, you can't see them at all. And I love it. It is, you are actually driving through a woodland, so you are taking over a very wild area and trying to do some farming on it. There are fields here, and there are, yeah. Oh wow, this is a very different map. A very, very different map. And I love it for it. I really do. And it's an interesting forestry area. The thing I say many, many times when doing map reviews is how much detail goes into someone's forest tells me a lot about a map. There is a lot of detail in this map. And just look at how picturesque that is. I could take a screenshot almost anywhere on here and it would look fantastic at this point. And to be honest, the landy fits perfectly into this terrain and into this layout. I am loving this. Oh, we have a bustard. So this is marked as railway line. I'm guessing that is the old railway path that it was talking about. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you really have to tame. If you did this map, you really have to tame it. You're not going to be doing anything without taming it. This is very, very cool. I've got a big smile on my face just driving around this map. When they say the abandoned forest, they really do mean it. So this is the first field I've come across, which is properly, cleared area. How much is it? So it is no missions. I'm guessing there are no missions on this map. That would make a lot of sense. 44,000, not bad. But I do feel, yeah. So you own no fields when you start this. So you're starting with 20,000 and no ownership of any of the fields or any animals or anything. So again, it's a map where you absolutely must build up from the base. What I'm interested in, what I think is going to be really interesting, is finding out how much or what vehicles you start with. Because I think it's gonna be an interesting set of vehicles. You're gonna have to start with forestry equipment, otherwise you're just not gonna make any money on this map. So our cow area is here. Nice big, very rough looking barn. And there we go. So that is our cow area. Good cow area. It really is a nice cow area. I would love to see how people played this map. It really interests me. We have got some vehicles in barns here, apparently. Oh no, we're about to drive past one. There we go. Some very dirty looking equipment. Very dirty looking equipment that I think would be impossible to get out. Is that... I think that's an error. Yeah, we have a lot of equipment piled on top of itself. Yeah, that's the Joskin Aquatrans. Yeah, there's a bit of a fault with where that equipment is. So that is probably one of the things that needs rectifying. You rectify it yourself pretty quickly as well. We've got plough here, an absolute necessity on this map. I seem to have another... no, I think I understand. I said we didn't start with any fields owned. Yes, you do. You have fields like this one, which is owned, but not marked as a field. I've seen a few maps do this. So yeah, this is one of the fields that you own, that you don't have to pay for, which is the thing. So you own it and you run it. So with that, there are two fields. There is that massive one, the other side of field 5, across the railway line, that you own as a field as well. So yeah, there are a couple of fields. We'll head through here. So you've got a plough and a cultivator there by the looks of things. Water pump station, so it looks like a place you can get water from. In here you have a vehicle purchase point. So that's like a workshop in here, then I'm guessing that setup is. Seed? Yeah, fertilizer, sorry. That you can so you can put it into there. Seeder over there. I have not seen a tractor. We will find out in a minute. And this is the pigs. So there's a pig area. So you are going to need to plant pig food unless you want to buy pig food bags. And that is basically it, by the looks of things. So that's really cool. I am loving the different challenge that this map is. And it really is a very different challenge. I don't think there's anywhere else for us to loop back to from here. No, so yeah, that is the map. Let's have a look at what we have in the garage then. What do we start with? So we've got an FZ30 with a universal bucket, a pallet fork, and a bale spike. We've got a roll type bale fork, a wrapped bale handler, a manure fork, and a log fork. So basically every piece of tool with a front loader. Although I'm rather worried by the lack of a tractor. Qual Disc Farmer 3000, a Salford plough, a 3P 106 NT Great Plains seeder, a Curveland Exacta EL 700, a Lizard Pickup Rodeo, and a Joskin. Oh dear. Yeah, there is a small problem in this map. You start with 20,000, and the cheapest basic in-game tractor is 45,000. Your two choices are basically, well, and if you sold the rodeo, so okay, what you would have to do, first thing you'd have to do is you've got to sell your pickup rodeo and buy yourself a tractor. Cheapest tractor is a Hurliman. yeah. A tractor and a chainsaw, I would suggest, are the first things to buy and go from there. But I think that's a massive oversight for no tractor at all. Unfortunately. Interesting to work your way up from nothing, but you are going to need a tractor. So, yeah. There are other options, of course. So you have... I don't think in fact, no, I don't have any mods enabled on here. So there are mods that cost less than the Hurleyman. But yeah, you have no tractor to start on this. So that is an issue. Don't believe you start with any animals. I would be surprised. So no animals, so you really are starting from absolute scratch. But yeah, it's a massively interesting map. I recommend checking out. It is on FSUK. A link to download it will be in the description. Very different. If you're up for a very, very different challenge in Farm Sim, this map I think would be for you. It is a very, very different map. Would make a very interesting roleplay. This I think as well. Yeah, a very, very interesting roleplay where you have to sort of tame an old farm and things like that would be brilliant. But from me, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. So, I hope you have enjoyed this first look. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.